Greetings, you fellow metalheads. Today's band comes all the way from Chile and it's doom metal the traditional way. May I present you a band called Procession and their latest album Doom and Decimation. So this band has existed for quite some time now, and now it's time for the third album, which is, like I said, Doom Decimation. The cover image is kind of funny. As you can see, it is kind of, how to put it nicely, it's kind of missiles locking onto planet Earth or whatever, probably South America, somewhere here. But they also seem to have this kind of a tail, which also resemble human semen, or what I'm to say, they are human semen, but semen nevertheless. And there's this demon or Satan on the background, sort of. Very interesting imagery. I am not going to speculate too much what it is all about, but this is how it looks. And the background, just nothing but basically the basic info of the band and the album. Inside, we have this four-man band. How they look, as you can see, old school as hell. They are all about heavy metal, or doom metal in this case. And on top of that, we have some cool imagery with a lineup mentioned here. Also, as you can pretty much guess, the lyrics and even more lyrics. So a couple of nice images paired up with a lyric sheet, and the CD is basically with the same image as in the booklet, as well as the track listing on the background, which says "No Doom, No Life." So as you can guess by now, this is a doom metal band from Chile, and like I said, it is their third album. And what I can say about Procession is that they've been most often compared to a Swedish doom legend, Candlemass, and that it is basically what's happening right here on Doom Decimation, with its about 45 minutes track list. And the thing is that they're doing quite nicely what they are actually doing. It's old school stuff, it's very traditional, but it is not one of those bands leaning too much on the retro side of music. If you have noticed during the last couple of years, and even in our reviews this year, that those kind of retro bands are more or less sort of trend. They are hyping, and I don't know why, but many of them are just lacking any kind of originality when it comes to creating music, figuring out how it should sound when it comes to production. And the vocals are way too often too sloppy. And here is where Procession actually shines, because their main man, Mr. Plaza, is actually a very skilled vocalist. And it's not like it's kind of a typical doom sort of wailing, but it's more traditional heavy metal singing. The sort of raspiness combined with kind of clean parts. He can go pretty high, but it's not like he's next Bruce Dickinson or Ronnie James Dio or anything that sort. So what happens with Procession and Doom Decimation is that it's actually balancing between doom metal, the very traditional type of music, and also clear heavy metal elements. So it's not like this is the stoner or sludge or anything that sort of kind of a hybrid, or those doom bands that just want to copycat what happened in like mid 70s when Black Sabbath and all the other first wave metal bands were starting to exist and creating the music. So Procession is not a retro band. It's not like they are creating anything new either, but the way they are actually creating music and making those songs alive is that they have very solid riffs that actually make pretty good songs too. So this combined with nice production and very talented vocalist, that is, in my opinion, summing up what Procession is all about. Doom Decimation is clear continuation of what they have been doing previously with the two previous albums. So if you're into Candlemass and other this kind of traditional doom metal, and you don't mind the heaviness as opposed to this kind of rockiness or even occult rock type of music, then Procession is definitely your cup of tea, and I strongly suggest you to check this out. And no matter that Mr. Felipe Plaza is residing in Sweden, he underlines the fact that this is Chilean band at the very basis, and that's why they went all the way down back to Chile to actually record this album. So they don't want to be called as European band, even though some of the members might be living in the European countries. So South American doom metal, the way it was meant to be, and paying homage to the originators of the genre. Pretty good one. Doom Decimation is the thing here. And as always, please leave your comments should you disagree or agree with me. And thank you for watching. This is all from Rauta. Stay on metal.